Dread it, run from it, destiny arrives all the same.
There was an idea to bring comic books to the video game industry. And while many have succeeded greatly, others failed to find their footing. With the Avengers growing in such popularity thanks to the 4 movies, it was time to give them the shot they desperately needed. That wasn't a Lego property. This is Marvel's Avengers. Play as 6 of the Earth's mightiest heroes: Captain America, Iron Man, Thor, Hulk, Black Widow, and introducing Miss Marvel. Join them as they venture onto the ruins of New York City, learning how to stay as a united team and protect the people from the enemies that threaten their world. Marvel's Avengers. It's here and it's going in big time. I saw this coming, and I'm still disappointed. I don't have the game, so I can't really tell you what my experience was with it, but I have made it very clear in my Avengers video that I wasn't going to get the game unless it can somehow convince me that it is a product worth spending my money on now and for the foreseeable future. And to see it get reviews like these really does not give me that much confidence on buying it now. Top that off with the fact that the game is apparently buggy as hell, drops in frame rate, crashes constantly, repetitive combat, boring levels, lame bosses, a god-awful loot system, locking Spider-Man behind one platform possibly forever, and of course, the dreaded live service model it is going for makes me glad that I didn't buy this game, because if I did, I would have a miserable time with it. But to be fair, and I say this very lightly, this is far from the worst Avengers product I have seen. Now, what could that worst one possibly be? Well, I never thought we would have to go back to this guy again, but it's time we take a look at TheInfiniteSource. Yep, we are looking at this guy again after a long time, with the battle we're reviewing today being the Avengers vs. Justice League, released on February 21st of 2013. It's as simple as it is, the battle between the Marvel Comics team and the DC Comics team. Now, the way this battle starts is weird. You know that spinning Earth he uses with every battle he makes? Well, here, you don't see it. And you don't see the introductions of the characters either. Instead, it goes right into the Avengers' verse. Kind of odd, but at least it breaks up the repetition of watching his content.
The first Avenger, but you can call me Captain.
Now, I know the first Avenger refers to him, but don't you think you could have added in an I am at the start so that people will understand that he's referring to himself here, and him not just saying a name out of the blue?
I lead from the trenches while your chicken's wing flapping.
Chicken? Who you calling chicken, Captain Puerto Rico?
On level ground, you're all going under. We always make it rain, just ask the god of thunder.
And yes, you're never gonna hear him change his voice with other characters. So, basically all of his battles. But there's a problem. Black Widow and Wonder Woman are in this battle, so who is he supposed to get for those two? You'll see.
It's every time, well let me go MC. They can't touch this and Little Flash wants to be me.
And this is me saying stop. And then there's nothing else, just stop.
Not bad, Hammer. Now T Stark's in the building.
Wait a second. Why did you give Cap 4 lines and Thor only 2? Are the rest going to have 2? Sounds like somebody's biased with their character choices.
We dropped a blockbuster. They haven't even started filming.
Now, I was confused at first because I thought he was talking about the Avengers being dropped despite not being filmed yet. Even though by the time this was released, the movie's been out for almost a year now, but I realized that they actually meant they dropped the blockbuster while Justice League haven't gotten the idea off the ground yet. I wouldn't have known that, however, since there's no visual indication that by saying they haven't even started filming, they are referring to the Justice League instead of themselves. For all I know, somebody might have mistaken this as Iron Man referring to his third movie, given he's the one talking about the blockbuster in the first place. Well, you gotta give TheInfiniteSource this. He does make you look deeper into his lyrics sometimes. The only downside is you get a migraine in your head after doing so.
I entirely concur. Bruce Banner back in action. We don't know how to lose. Guess it's a chemical reaction.
Or maybe you're just good at what you do if you don't know how to lose. And who would want to know that anyways?
Diana right there. Clark asked for my number.
Well, now you know who we got for the females. Himself. What a shock. Though, if I want to be as fair with him as possible, I'd be lying if I said that he didn't fool me at first upon hearing the voice for the first time.
With Diana right there, Clark asked for my number.
Well, I hope he's not in a relationship with either her or Lois, but if he is, he's a cheating fuck.
With shoulders like that, the woman really makes me wonder.
You really are trying to earn that rank as the worst pun maker in the community, aren't you, Source? And make her wonder what? What is she even talking about?
I always hit my targets, the guy who never misses.
Thank you. We definitely needed that extra clarification on his character. It's like you're being taught by a special ed kid who thinks he's the smartest in the class just because he watched an episode of Dora the Explorer. In Chinese.
The eye of a hawk, and I spot a group of bitches. Hold up. It's time for an epic rap battle.
Whoa, wait a goddamn second. We're just now getting into the intro after a whole verse played out? There goes what I said a while ago, but do you know what this means? It means TheInfiniteSource somehow misplaced both the intros and the Avengers verse when he was editing this, and not once did he either go back and see that he made that giant error or watch the video after it was done rendering. You are the blindest man to ever work on rap battles. How do you miss an error that huge?
Episode 20, The Avengers versus the Justice League.
Well, at least he's not showing their biographies with this one, because if he did, I'm pretty sure the whole screen would look like this.
Begin. Look, first things first, when you're speaking to the League, you bow to your superiors and then you may proceed.
Oh, that's exactly what I wanted to hear come out of Superman's mouth. I guess this version of him we're seeing is the Injustice one.
We stand for justice, a heavy load to carry, but we get it on the first try, no avenging necessary.
Half of your people in the Justice League are gods. Shut the hell up.
From the depths of the shadows to the sky outside your window, we'll end you like a Sega and then play you like Nintendo.
Holy shit, Source. Could you not find other images that weren't in such a terrible resolution? Like, what am I looking at?
We'll end you like a Sega and then play you like Nintendo.
I bet you his favorite game is Superman 64.
I'm rapping in flames, I'm rapping up fire, I'm rapping up lames, let's make him retire. And Thor belongs on a Baywatch shore, he's Hasselhoff mixed with Dumbledore.
Wow, that's actually a pretty decent part you made there. But again, I have to wonder if this is him being biased towards a few characters, or he somehow struck gold during the writing process.
And while we're at it, that reminds me, didn't they battle Harry Potter, well, mixed with a green Hermione?
What? What are you even saying at this point?
Oh, I had a killer punchline, but we ate these clowns for breakfast, so call us when it's lunchtime.
Why is Batman the one doing the lunch bits? Does Source not even know what kind of character Batman is supposed to be?
Nick Fury here, and I'm representing S.H.I.E.L.D.
Wait another second. So the Avengers have Cap, Iron Man, Hulk, Thor, Black Widow, Hawkeye, and Nick Fury, but Justice League's only got Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, and The Flash? Talk about the odds being stacked against them, how is that fair?
Don't see a threat yet, but I'll keep my eye peeled.
You're not seeing it right now, but I am flipping him off because of that crappy line.
This so-called team that stands here before me are the furthest thing from soldiers and the closest thing to phonies.
Phonies? Nobody, and I mean nobody, calls the Dark Knight a phony! Try see with your honor right now, bitch!
Alright, I'm calling timeout. Somebody put Cat back in the freezer.
Oh, hi, Hal Jordan. You sure as hell are late to this.
He's rhyming like a toddler and he's limping like a geezer.
What is that fainted voice I'm hearing?
Geezer.
I don't know what he said, but it sounded like I just ate cheese? I don't even know anymore.
And who the hell let the pirate on the mic? We're bringing down your ship, bitch. You're gonna miss your flight.
Ah, don't sing all at once ever again.
We're Earth's true protectors. A fact to remember. Saw you all shit your tights when the Avengers assemble.
I'm dead serious. All I hear is the Infinite Source and nobody else. This is why doing all the voices for the characters by yourself is a bad idea if you can't distinguish them.
It's steel versus iron. It's lions versus lambs. It's kings versus paupers. Crime rate versus spam. Damn.
I cannot believe that is the line they decided to end this on. Cats versus dogs. Apples versus oranges. Day versus night. This battle versus my sanity. This was just utter crap. I honestly don't know why I expected much to begin with given who we are looking at, but I certainly wasn't expecting it to be this badly done. I'm hesitant to even rate this battle as I normally would, but just for fun, let's do it anyways. The voice acting is lazy. Like I said, only Source voices all the characters including the two females and doesn't try at all to make them sound different so you can tell them apart. If you were to hear this audio only, you would not be able to figure out who is rapping at the moment. The editing is just as non-existent as it has been for his newer stuff. Just a bunch of zoom-ins here and there, odd places to pan the camera to, getting some really crappy JPEG images to move around slightly, and also completely messing up the placement of the intro and the Avengers' verse at the start. The lyrics are boring, dry, and not at all creative. You got a bunch of bad puns that even class clowns would shake their head at, out of place small talk in some of the lines, and let's not forget the traditional name and profession in every starting verse trope that Infinite Source just loves to abuse in his battles. Aside from those free ratings, there's nothing else I can say about this thing. It's just another Infinite Source wonder that we have taken the piss out of for a long time now, and I hope we never have to go back to this guy again. My overall rating for this battle is a Justice League movie out of 10. Wow, I was right with what I just said. This is definitely worse than what Square Enix just shot out last month. Which really sucks because I wanted there to be a silver lining with this game actually being good despite all of my concerns. But now it looks like we got the worst of both worlds. We have a bad battle to watch and a bad game to play. I really hope this is the last time we ever talk about Source again, unless he does something different for a change. Which I highly doubt. Next time, it's up to you guys again. Whatever is the most requested battle will be chosen. Thanks for watching, and you blew it, Enix. You fucking blew it.
Let me show you how to scratch it. Either way, destiny still arrives. Either way, destiny still arrives.